Introduction. The number 4,000 covenant precision. Why 4,000 matters. Canonical tension in the New Testament have generated as much sustained speculation as the sealing of the word 4,000 in the book of Revelation. Entire eschatological systems have leaned heavily upon this number. It has been treated as a literal census of future evangelistic corps, an elite class of redeemed believers, and even as the numerical boundary of salvation itself. Few images in Christian scripture have been so frequently converted into theological arithmetic. Yet before asking what the word 4,000 means, we must ask a prior question that is too often ignored. How should the book of Revelation itself be situated within the canon of scripture? Unlike the Gospels or the Pauline epistles, Revelation did not enjoy immediate or universal acceptance in the early church. Its canonical reception was complex and at times hesitant. Eusebius of Caesarea, in his ecclesiastical history, classified Revelation among the disputed writings, reflecting the fact that its status was not uniformly settled across Christian communities. In portions of the Eastern Church, Revelation was absent from early lectionaries and received cautiously for centuries. Cyril of Jerusalem omitted it from his canonical list. The Council of Laodicea did not include it even where it was affirmed as in the festal letter of Athanasius. Its apocalyptic character continued to demand interpretive care. None of this negates Revelation's place in the canon as ultimately received. Rather, it reminds us that the Church has long recognized the book's unique character. It is not a gospel narrative. It is not apostolic correspondence in the style of Romans or Corinthians. It is apocalyptic prophecy, visionary, symbolic, saturated with imagery drawn from Daniel, Ezekiel, Zechariah, and Isaiah. Its language is theological poetry before it is systematic exposition. Modern scholarship has repeatedly underscored this point. G.K. Beale, in his extensive commentary on Revelation, emphasizes that the book communicates through symbolic patterns deeply rooted in Old Testament imagery. Richard Bauckham argues that Revelation functions as prophetic apocalyptic theology addressed to first-century communities under Roman imperial pressure. Adela Yarbrough Collins situates the text within the genre conventions of Jewish apocalyptic literature, where numerical symbolism serves rhetorical and theological purposes rather than statistical calculation. This matters profoundly for how we approach the 4,000. When apocalyptic literature is read as if it were a systematic theological manual, distortion becomes almost inevitable. Symbols harden into schematics. Visions become blueprints. Numbers become literal registries. The history of interpretation demonstrates how easily Revelation can be overextended, pressed into service as a predictive timeline or as a structural foundation for detailed eschatological systems. The word 4,000 has often borne the weight of such overextension. In Revelation 7, John hears the number of those sealed. 4,000, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. The arrangement is symmetrical and deliberate. The tribal order is theologically structured rather than genealogically straightforward. Later in Revelation 14, the same group appears with the Lamb on Mount Zion, marked by divine ownership and described in covenantal terms of loyalty and purity. The number itself is architecturally constructed. 12 thousand throughout Scripture. 12 signifies covenant governance. 12 tribes of Israel, 12 apostles, 12 foundations and gates in the New Jerusalem. The multiplication intensifies rather than reduces its symbolism. As commentators such as Beale and Bauckham note, Revelation consistently employs numerical patterns to communicate theological completeness. The addition of 1,000, a number frequently associated in biblical language with magnitude or fullness. The question is not whether the number is meaningful. It clearly is. The question is whether it is meant to function as a restrictive statistic. If Revelation is read within its genre, its historical context, and its canonical journey, the 4,000 emerges not as a salvation quota, but as a declaration of covenant precision. Before the winds of judgment are released, the servants of God are sealed. Before chaos unfolds, heaven announces order. The enumeration communicates completeness within divine governance. This approach does not diminish the authority of Revelation. Rather, it exercises interpretive restraint, an approach modeled by responsible scholarship and rooted in historical awareness. As Craig Kester observes, Revelation's visions were designed to sustain faithfulness amid imperial pressure, not to satisfy speculative curiosity about numerical